You know what one of the worst things I can do is when I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I start reading my phone and all of whatever that has happened between the time I fell asleep and the time I woke up. And I'm, I'm not totally conscious yet. I mean, I'm waking up, I'm awake, but I'm not awake. And I always end up on Facebook, and I always end up seeing some post about something that, you know, is potentially, potentially um, suggestive in the sense that it could cause an argument or a debate. And I've missed out on the debate already because, it happened hours ago or a day ago or whatever. Well, there's this one that I've just started watching. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a video that was on Adult Swim. It's like a brief little commercial video. It's very surreal, kind of absurd, dark, and it involves babies. And I can't remember the name of it. If you YouTube it, you should not have a hard time finding it. Anyway, the number of people that have freaked out. I watched it and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool and interesting, and I kind of get the gist of it, and this is really clever. But the number of people that have lost their minds over this, they're going on about it being satanic. They're going on about how it is pure evil. They're going on about how it's the Illuminati, and then people are talking about how the Illuminati are supposed to give out details about what they're trying to promote, and I'm like, where are you getting any of this information? And why do you think your feelings get to determine what I get to see? I mean, if you don't like it, don't watch it. But I suggest if you don't like it or you don't understand what you're looking at, to actually study it. Find out what it is and why it exists. I mean, it's art. No one can tell you what you can make or not make. God, I swear, if I had the ability to turn around and tell people what they could make, the very first thing I would tell people is, unless you have a high school or better degree and you have a good job and you can support it, you don't get to have children. Just because you can breed doesn't mean you get to breed. And that would be the first thing. Yeah, because I think that would probably be a really good idea for population control. But no, just these people who go immediately on, I don't know why they think it's evil. It's black and white. Maybe it's because they're wearing black robes. You know who also wear black robes? Jesuit priests wear black robes. So it's not like, I'm not exactly sure. And they have triangular like mask hood on, and I guess apparently these people think it's Illuminati. It's absurd. It really is just utterly absurd how people are getting so offended by it. Art is made to make you think. Does it upset you? Good. Do you enjoy it? Good. Does it make you question something? Good. Does it make you think about a new way of observing situation or life or whatever? Awesome. Just looking at it and immediately going, this is evil, and going no further, and it's all based on nothing other than your emotion, is not an opinion. It is an emotion. You can't back it up with facts, you can't back it up with proof, and all you're going to say is, well, it's my opinion because I'm having a feeling, or because it's my faith, which is always awesome. You can't, you cannot be part of the conversation. You just can't, because no one can argue with your faith, because it is so ingrained in your head what is considered good and evil that I cannot say anything fact-based to prove you wrong to you. I will never be able to say something to you that will make you go, you're right, I should not pay attention to the following things that my faith has taught me, because that goes against everything that your faith has taught you. It's ridiculous. I mean, if they want to talk about like some random commercial video promotion piece of art and going on about good and evil, I'd like to point out that, oh, and satanic. They're convinced it's satanic. I'd like to point out that Christians have killed millions and millions of people over the name of Jesus. Satanists don't do that. And if they even if they did, it is minuscule compared to the Christian church and the Catholic Church specifically going out wiping out an entire country or wiping out an entire village or an entire city just for the land and for the wealth. Um, they're also then saying that it is perfectly acceptable to burn witches at the cross because the Catholic Church did it. So if their faith does this or did it in the past, clearly it's okay to still do it. People performing art using babies as drumsticks with the sound of like babies laughing as the percussion. I don't know why I'm doing this, but basically that's what they're doing. Is not evil. Killing people, sowing discord and lies and deception and fear, that's evil. Not drumming babies. As a matter of fact, some people have even said that this looks like a hellscape. And I'm like, a hellscape would not have people, demons. Somebody also said that they're demons that have infected people. Demons would not stop doing what they're doing because the baby suddenly starts to cry to pull out a set of keys and do this over the baby to make it laugh and then continue doing what it's doing. It's just so, just stop. It's like this is my idea of what cancel culture is all about. A few people are offended by it and they've blown it so out of proportion that they have made way more people that would have been unaware about this and would have never had an opinion about this because they would have never seen this anyway, now have seen it and now make a voice about it and try to force a television company or an artist to remove and delete something that was perfectly reasonable and acceptable for the artist to do. Anyway, it's been driving me up the wall because that's what I woke up to this morning. And I pretty much texted all of that throughout many, many, many texts. I feel shame that I've done that, and I probably should not text people right after I literally was up like 7 minutes and I was already berating people. It's a flaw, you know. Anyway, my book's almost out. Yay. So I will be promoting that as time goes on. It's in the last stages, so soon you'll be able to read all about me and my life and stories about fruit salad and recipes for food that I used to make and short stories about crazy people. Lots of fun. But anyway, I have to go do my real job now and have a good rest of your day. It's Saturday, so even with the whole Corona thing, try to find something fun to do. Anyway, have a good rest of your afternoon. Bye.